Thank you, Devin. According to the CDC, there were about 43 million HPV infections in 2018, and many among people in their late teens and early 20s.
And here to tell us more about HPV and how you can prevent getting it, this virus, Nurse Christina Paris from the VA. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, so first off, what is HPV exactly, and what health problems can it cause?
So HPV is, it's a viral infection, so you can't use antibiotics to get rid of it. And it's the most common cause of skin and mucosa membrane growth. In other words, warts. So even common warts that you can get on your, like on your hands, plantar's warts that you can get on your feet, those are also caused by the HPV virus. However, those viral infections are, while it's still the human papillomavirus, it is just a different strain than the ones that you can get. But it also is the leading form of cervical cancer in the United States, or one of the main reasons we get cervical cancer.
Wow, so it wears a lot of hats.
It does, yeah.
All right, so is there a treatment for HPV? Say it's viral.
So, correct. So because it's viral, there's no antibiotic, and unlike we're seeing with the flu and with COVID that there are antivirals for that, there aren't necessarily, and even herpes has an antiviral, but not for this. But we can treat like the warts. So, well, actually, I take that back. So the herpes treatment, I think, can be used, but I don't know for 100%. Talk to your doctor if you are at risk. But so most of it's just treating the symptoms.
And there is a vaccine, I believe.
Correct.
And like who can get that, and what is it going to kind of do?
So, yep, absolutely. So that's the best thing you can do to try to prevent HPV infections. So is to get vaccinated. So we want all teens, we want all preteens to get vaccinated, everyone through the age of 26, and it's optional for people who are 27 to 45, but if you haven't been vaccinated before, you should. And really at any age, if you're recently divorced, or you're now, even in your 50s and starting a new relationship, we want you to consider getting vaccinated if you're gonna have multiple partners, because the HPV virus and the genital warts can occur anywhere on the genitalia and even around the bum. So it's good to get vaccinated. The best way also, even if you're vaccinated, is to get screened. So make sure for women that you're going in for your PAP every 5 years and getting screened as well for HPV at that time too, because that's the best way to really tell what's going on.
Yes, kind of get ahead of it.
Exactly. And it can take like decades to actually, for cancer to actually turn up after being exposed.
Wow.
And often HPV will just go away on its own in a couple of years, but I think it was like, it was a large amount, though, that you are at a high risk. So you want to make sure that you're being screened and being safe.
Absolutely. Getting the vaccine, getting the screenings, doing all this. The
monogamous relationships and wearing condoms are the best way to prevent it.
Absolutely. You got to be on top of your health.
Yes.
That's always a good thing.
Absolutely, yes. Well, thank you so much for coming in, bringing this awareness and telling people kind of what they can do to prevent it.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure, Christina. All right.
And coming up, we have What's Trending in